Okay guys, and welcome back for episode 5 of the main scenario quest for patch 4.2. We're up to the quest of Guilty Conscience. I'm not sure how many quests are left. I assume that we're somewhere over halfway now, but we're going to keep going. So, let's see what is going to happen this time around. So we're back with Asahi. Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord, but what of Namai? You seemed eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am, but I rather doubt the good people of Namai would take kindly to the sight of a man in imperial uniform with blood still dripping from his blade, even if, in your company, my presence would only prove a distraction. Fret not, however, thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would, and with any luck, Lord Hiam will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. Okay, it's time to return to the Enclave. Okay. So I'm planning to do some dungeon run-throughs. I hope you guys will check those out. Just for my thoughts and to see how my first run-throughs go. I'll probably wipe a few times, so hopefully they'll be funny as well. I wouldn't say I'm god tier by any means. I'm just a casual player, but I do attempt to do savage and the like to make sure I get the most out of the game. So we are back. With Yugiri. Just over here by the shipyard. Some of these are taking a while to load in just because of the amount of players that are around at the moment. Let's hit the skipper and head back to the Enclave. Sorry if I'm drinking water during these videos. I've had the flu recently, so I'm just on the road to recovery. I'm sure you guys have all experienced that at some point. So let's head forward. And I'll speak to you, Yuri. Now this is likely to be another voice cutscene. I try not to talk over those so you guys can hear the full story. Looks like we've got one of our friends here. Okay. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Kojin may well have overwhelmed us. Pray, go on ahead. Lord Hian is expecting you. I will remain without and keep watch over our guest. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. Okay, let's speak to the guardsmen to go inside, and this is probably where the voice cutscene will start, so be a bit of silence for me to enjoy that. We hope, or maybe not. Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me you accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yangsha. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertion at Sakazuki, but I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador affords Yugiri a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details, so please tell us how it all unfolded. The Red Kojin here, have there been any other such incidents since the liberation? Not that I'm aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yangxia, we'll need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off, but tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? power would love to believe that. An ally within the Empire could change everything. It could give us a real chance at peace. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game, for now at least. Well, swearing summoning should be simple enough considering you never dabbled in it in the first place, which just leaves the somewhat thornier question of how to release the Red Kojin. It was with that very question in mind that I sought Alphino's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution. As you'll recall, Susanoo was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault on the Isle of Zeki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of aether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing the Primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin of the means to amass new stores of aether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics they are wont to collect. For this I plan to enlist the aid of our friends the Blue Kojin, since Doma's liberation we have forged closer bonds with Bonchin and his people, and with their support I am quite confident that we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon Susanoo. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there is all we can do to help the Populares garner favour, I mean to see it done. But first I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what matter of business? A past mistake which I would see put right, one which weighed heavy on my mind.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are. The living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please! What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Garleans shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for your Tsuyu part, I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
I wonder if he's dying. Slowly. It hurts his pride to no longer be a warrior, and to gain a warrior's death. It's the quest of guilty conscience complete. Lord Hien has at last reached his decision. With the Otsuyu safely in Gosetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realise other matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through. Okay, here we go.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all, if her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango? How dreadful. Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should. Calm yourself, Gasetsu. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much. I'm not going to be privy to that conversation then. That's interesting. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Thank you for understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. A part of me had hoped your stories of her condition were just that, but alas it is as you say. Sue, do you remember anything of this man, anything at all? I'm a stranger to her, though much was clear to me from the secret room. I leave her in your care, as you wish. Now, if you'll excuse me, my superiors are long overdue a report. There will be a later to hear of our agreement, of that I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yangtze. This will take time, of course. Of course, you may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. We will also begin taking steps to better counter the threat of the Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there is one other matter. I'm informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young demons from the hand of Kojin sellswords. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly. Please, there is no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight of the Red Kojin is of the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered long enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them further pain, be it at the hands of the Kojin or indeed the Empire. I pray the Emperor will see things as you do, and may yet be hope for us all. Seems like a really interesting character until we meet again. It'll be interesting to see if his roads differ so much from the Empire that he effectively defects and comes to us eventually, but we'll see what plays out in the coming patches. I think that's probably maybe the end of his story for this patch. Gasetsu, as before, I leave Yotsuyu to you. And it's going to be interesting to where Gasetsu's journey lies from here on out. I invite the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asahito to a proper farewell. Okay, so let's head back outside. Ambassador's airship awaits at Castrum Fluminense. Let us be off. Okay, so going to take me automatically there.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure?
Hope we learn a bit more about his contingent as well.
I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha. Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy. What in the...
Xenos? Yep.
Reinforcements? No, just one! Cut him down!
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the Enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne.
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
That was Lord Xenos.
So he's pissed that we killed Xenos.
Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me. Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire. My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance. I will cherish this moment, lock it away within my heart, until the day we meet again.
That was interesting. Was he being dishonest with his other intentions? Is this all an opportunity to get to the Warrior of Light? Guess we'll find out as we proceed.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Of all the memories to witness.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Calm yourself, Ugidi. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
He no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, 'tis possible emotion simply got the better of him, remaining calm around the woman who slew his lord have taken its toll. Whatever the explanation, now is not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Kojin must be placed under surveillance and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange, but you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us. When the hour of the exchange draws near, we will call for you. I should certainly hope so. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we would be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma or to help usher in a lasting peace. I had thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the volatility of the situation, mayhap it would be best if we remained in Kugane. Agreed, between Yotsu's amnesia and Asahi's dubious agenda, I say we have ample reason to remain in the neighbourhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through this sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt the feat alone. To Kugane then, Tataru and the others must know of what transpired here. Okay, so we'll head back to Kugane. Looks like we're coming right up to the end of this main scenario for this patch. Now the question is, will the next patch give us a split between Doma and Alamigo, or will we return directly to Alamigo? I guess that remains to be seen. I probably guess that we're going to be in Alamigo, because we haven't really had any of that story development this patch. I'm going to head to the Room Bazaar. Ah, I think I may have put in the wrong place there. That was me, guys. My apologies. So let's head into the Ruby Bazaar. Sorry about that little detour, guys. So let's head inside. And there's Hancock. My, it seems you are all in quite the predicament. Well, should we receive any urgent missives from Doma, rest assured you'll be the first to know of it. Yes, of course, we're discussing ideas to replenish our coffers, but I suppose that all can wait if any urgent news should come through the office. About that, I wish to apologise to Taru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing up on my personal funds. That's very thoughtful of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. If Soroban's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, Arwen should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. Forgive me, Arwen, it would seem I have unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Though I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value, knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. Mayhap Riel and his associates have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chances of predicting the Imperial's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do of Asahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if there is even the faintest chance that a lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice have we but to try it? Lord Hien had the right of it. Asahi may very well be a monster, but we must play his game for now. Hi. Okay, that's another quest completed. And it looks like, now that we got an orchestrion roll, that may be the end of the story for this patch. We're going to get our usual little afterburner cutscene. Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased. Everything is going according to plan. So my lord will be most pleased. So is Xeno's still alive then? Is she going to gain some semblance of a memory now?
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes, we were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift. I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
How are you feeling, my lord?
Fine, now leave me.
Oh, Xenos is alive. What? Crazy, wow. So, Elizabeth maybe? I don't know, but that seems pretty insane. But guys, it looks like we've reached the we've reached the end. We've got the achievement solar cycle, so we've completed patch 4.2. Thanks for joining me over these 5 episodes to get to the end of the main scenario. I hope you've enjoyed it. There's some nice cliffhangers there as usual to keep our appetite ready for the next patch going forward, which will be 4.25. I'll make sure I have that content ready for you as and when it comes out. But again, thank you for joining me. If you can subscribe to keep up to date with what I'm getting on with, and like the video as well, and make sure to leave me any feedback that you'd like to see in future videos, any new content you'd like to see, any feedback on the existing ones, or just if you want to have a talk with me. Guys, I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Have a good one. See you again.